Okay, so after talking about the circulatory system, we're just going to review some terms. The arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Those are blood vessels, les vaisseaux sanguins. Then we have the red blood cells and the white blood cells. The red blood cells carry oxygen, and the white blood cells protect the body. Okay, so let's have a look at an artery. On va aller regarder une artère. Alright, so here you have an artery. Inside the artery you see the red blood cells. Those who are blue, like a little bit smaller than red blood cells, those are white blood cells. Those are the ones that protect the body from getting sick. The white spots, les petits points blancs, those are something else that we call platelets, but we're not going to talk about those right now. Actually, the platelets help you to restore the tissues, and it stops the bleeding. Ça arrête le saignement lorsque tu te coupes. But we're not going to talk about the platelets. We're going to talk about red blood cells and white blood cells. So let's have a look at this picture just right here, so I can show you exactly what I mean. So we have just right here, this is a red blood cell. Okay, it carries, ça transporte, carries oxygen. Il transporte l'oxygène. Alright. In blue here, or maybe in white, it's going to be better, but it's the blue spots just right here. So I have a blue spot here, or I have another one here. These are white blood cells. And those cells protect the body. All right. Now, let's go back to our PowerPoint. Actually, no. Let's go back to something here, to my app, and we're going to see something interesting. Okay. So what is this? This is the heart. And as you can see, the heart, it's the main body part associated with the circulatory system. All right? So if we see here, it acts like a pump. You can see it's pumping something, and we're going to look at the heart inside. This is how the heart looks inside. It's pumping blood. The blood comes from a vein, and it goes out through an artery. All right? So we have all those different things coming from the veins and going out from the arteries. Let's see what happens if you start running. If you start running, your heart is pumping a lot of blood. Why? Because you need oxygen. Your muscles need oxygen, so your heart needs to pump a lot of blood. All right. It's going to stop in a few minutes. And as you can see, how many chambers do you see inside the heart? Combien de chambres différentes vois-tu à l'intérieur, ou combien d'espace vois-tu à l'intérieur du cœur? 2, 3, maybe 4. Well, that's for you to count. I think that we see a lot of them. Let's go to our PowerPoint. So the heart, we have different spaces, different chambers, the right, the left atrium, the left ventricle, and the right ventricle. You don't need to learn those words, but it's just to show you that it's divided into 4 different parts. Okay, so now we're talking about the heart, we're talking about the blood cells, we're talking about the white cells. Let's go back to the circulatory system. And so here we have the circulatory system. You have the arteries, you have the veins, you have the heart that is pumping blood. If we go and we see the heart, you can see how it moves inside and how the blood is going in and going out. And finally, we have an example of an artery and the red blood cells going inside the artery. Perfect. So this is a good example of how our circulatory system works. I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and see you soon for another video about the circulatory system.